Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well. Summarize spoken text like a legend. Stay back with me till the end because you will learn the best strategy that will help you crack this task as easy as possible. For today's agenda, we need to talk about the task description. I will be briefing some short grammar lesson. I will show you the strategy and the template I use, and finally I will be doing an example to wrap it up with. Task description. Summarize spoken text is the first listening task where you will hear an audio recording and you will need to write a summary between 50 and 70 words in multiple sentences. I usually suggest my students write 4 sentences. The good part here is that you have 10 minutes to submit your answer, and this is a big advantage that we need to take into consideration. The audio will begin automatically and you will be taking notes, and as soon as the audio finishes you have to start typing your answer in the text box. The audio will be between 60 and 90 seconds, and don't forget that this task contributes to your listening and writing sections. Honestly speaking, we do have to take the advantage of time, as I mentioned, because if you remember in retail lecture you have to listen and speak straight away within 10 seconds. You don't have that time or enough time to prepare, but here you've got 10 minutes to submit your answer, which means you still can edit your notes, fix your notes, try to remember what you've heard and include it in your content, and this is something I will discuss briefly. But before starting with the summary, with the strategy and the approach, let's talk grammar. Okay, what is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that function like a noun. Like when you say global warming, this one together is a noun phrase. Or if I say the building at the corner, this is a noun phrase because it can't stand by its own in a sentence, like, or in a text. You can't just say for me, Ali, the building at the corner. Okay, so what? You have to continue, yeah? So it doesn't have a completed thought. Or if you say technological advances in the current decade, or playing soccer. So this is a noun phrase as well. Even though I have playing is not a verb, by the way. Playing is a gerund noun, which is play plus ing, and it is a noun. So those are some examples of phrases. Why I'm giving those examples? Because later in your response you have to write some phrases, up to 6 phrases, as I will show you later. So just keep in mind that noun phrases cannot stand on their own. They have to come up with something else to make them of completed thought. So this is regarding the noun phrases. A simple sentence has the most basic elements such as subject and verb, and it has a completed thought. Like if I say now, the building at the corner was built last year, this is a simple sentence. It has got completed thought, and you can see that this is a noun phrase that I used earlier, yeah? Or if I say playing soccer is popular in Brazil, yeah? This is another simple sentence where playing soccer itself is the noun phrase, which is the subject, and I have the verb here, is. Okay, so this is an example, or those are examples of simple sentences. Now take a look here. What if we add this clause? If I say the speaker mentioned that and I add it before the simple sentence, this sentence, the new sentence, will become a complex sentence, and the computer loves it. If you're writing a complex sentence in your Summarise Spoken Text, your writing score will be on fire. So I'm not here to show you complex sentences and make your life tough and difficult. All I'm asking you to do is, if you come up with a simple sentence, you need to write the speaker mentioned that before that simple sentences, so altogether it will become a complex sentence, and this what will make your score in the writing section really high. For example, the previous simple sentence with me was the building at the corner was built last year. So this is a simple sentence, cool. But let's make it complex. Simply just say the speaker mentioned that the building at the corner was built last year. The entire sentence here is a complex now. Okay, this is a complex sentence, and it is better for the computer to detect one complex sentence, yeah, or compound, but I'm showing you the easiest one, which is complex, because this will help you get a higher writing score, as I mentioned earlier. So having said that, having talked about the phrases simple sentence and complex sentence, what is my strategy in Summarise Spoken Text? The very first point I mentioned earlier is taking the advantage of the time. You are given 10 minutes. Mate, you can do a lot of things in 10 minutes. Even if the recorder finishes, you still have the ability to recover what you heard and write it on the paper. Okay, so that's what I meant by coming up with a genuine content. And the more content you write, the higher listening score you receive. And as I mentioned, you can still edit the content while typing your response. Based on this, I am after 1 sentence and 6 phrases to be included in my template later on. So when you are listening and taking notes, yes, you can come up with 6 phrases similar to those that I was writing here. Global warming, the building at the corner, technological advances, current playing soccer, and so on. And I need 1 simple sentence, something similar to this, because later we're gonna make it complex using the template of ours. Yeah. So all I'm after are 1 sentence, 6 phrases. That's it. You are listening. You write and write and write and write and write. Even if the recording finishes, you still can shape up a sentence, and you already have got the 6 phrases that are the easiest to be grabbed from the lecture. And then this content here, the 1 sentence and the 6 phrases, all together will be shaped up in the template. Here is my template that you can use. So you're going to start by the speaker provided information about phrase 1 and phrase 2. Firstly, he mentioned that sentence 1. So here you will write your simple sentence. But because the template has got this part, he mentioned that. So he mentioned that plus your simple sentence together will come as a complex sentence, and this will boost your writing score easily and quickly. Then you complete here saying, furthermore, he spent some time dealing with topics related to phrase 3 and phrase 4. Finally, he concluded the importance of phrase 5 and phrase 6. Bingo. That's it. Okay. Example. What I will be doing now is I will play a recording. I've already solved it, and you will see the notes later in the next slide. But you can take a listen to the recording, then we'll have some discussion. Let me play the recording for you. The target is try to grab from the recording 1 sentence and 6 phrases. Here we go. The recording starts now.
So, why do humans feel awkwardness? According to Tai Tashiro, author of the appropriately titled book Awkward, this is part of human evolution. In hunter-gatherer times, sticking with social norms, like saying thank you when someone gives you something or waiting your turn for food, was a way to keep tight-knit groups together and keep out anyone who might be a threat. Today, we're still sensitive to tiny, even silly social customs, like responding to how are you with fine as a sign of mutual respect. When you deviate from those norms, it's awkward. And for some people, these social graces just don't come naturally. Take eye contact, for example. Studies say the right amount of eye contact during conversations is about 3.3 seconds. But awkward people don't instinctively do that. But when we don't look people in the eyes, it makes them feel socially ostracized. According to Tashiro's work, awkward people tend to look at other parts of the face, like the chin or the ear, more than the eyes. Therefore, they might end up alienating the person they're talking to and missing out on important information about how that person might be feeling. The good news is that if your brain isn't great at social cues, it might be good at other stuff instead. Research shows that many autistic people are amazing at memory, pattern recognition, and problem solving.
Alright, time is over. As of now, you will be finishing and wrapping up your final notes. You still have time, but I just played it before I started the video, and I came up with those notes, as you can see here. I said feeling awkward. So the thing is that in the audio it was feel awkwardness, but I still can play it around. And as you remember when I said playing soccer, so the verb with ing, so the word feel, I added ing and it ended up feeling awkward. This is a phrase, yeah? So I said feeling awkward, part of a human revolution. We are still sensitive to tiny and silly social customs. This is my sentence, yeah, by the way. So here is my sentence. The right amount of eye contact, awkward people look at the other part of the face, memory recognition and problem solving. And this one, by the way, this phrase, the best way to make it a fit in my template is by adding ing to the verb look, and it will become as looking, yeah? Looking at other part of the face. This is a phrase altogether, yeah? So as per the strategy, if we count the number of phrases and sentences, I was able to come up with 1 phrase, 2 phrases, 3, 4, 5, and I would say those are 6, 7 together, yeah? And I have my sentence up here, okay? Now all I have to do is to fit them within my template. As you can see here, I said the speaker provided information about feeling awkward and part of human evolution. Firstly, she mentioned that we are still sensitive to tiny and silly social customs. Furthermore, she spent some time dealing with topics related to the right amount of eye contact and awkward people. Finally, she concluded the importance of looking at other parts of the face, memory recognition and problem solving. I did write 63 words, bingo, more than enough for a very good score in listening and writing. This is what I meant by feeling awkward. I changed feel to feeling, and instead of writing look at other parts, I said looking, just to make sure that I have no grammar mistakes. And obviously guys, the last step is to check your spelling. There's a video of mine about how to check spelling. I will just give you the best and the most important strategy in spelling. Make sure when you check spelling, you don't look from a distance at the screen. You gotta bring your head closer and use your finger to point at each word, because this is the only way that will help you to pick up the typing mistakes you might have made. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't neglect the importance of this task. And again, the most important point, take the advantage of the time here to maximize your score. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for staying around. I will see you with the other videos. Bye.